Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry here for Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Down to about the 45. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now Burrow. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Again, it's Harris on second down. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. Again, 11 on the play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Steelers at 5-9 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They snap it to Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. From midfield now, Burrow. Complete. It's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that will be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fields on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Fields. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 5. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
3rd and 2, Fields. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Play action. It's Burrow. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. One play action, Fields. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On first down, Fields. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. He'll hit Jackson complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. After the sack on first down, Fields. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mixon with a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. On second down, they'll run it here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Bush running left. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Throwing. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. On the move past the 40. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. To throw, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
You